Alright, so before we begin today's video, I just want to point out that you cannot use this method until you are level 30 strength. And if you're also looking to get strength XP from fishing, you do need level 15 strength for that. After discovering these two things, I decided to do waterfall quests as well as fight arena, vampire slayer, and tree gnome village. And after all that questing, which really didn't take that long, I decided that I'm going to start this video 100 hours of pumping at Blast Furnace. Easy way to get there is just by using the minigame teleport, and you can go ahead and hop on over to world 302 once you arrive here. I'm going to be tracking this through XP because if everything goes right, you're always going to be consistently getting 12,000 strength XP an hour. And since we're going to be here for quite a while, I am going to be tracking this up until about 1.2 mil XP in strength, and that should be about 100 hours total. As you can see, this is a very popular method of training strength without gaining any hit points experience, and there are a ton of people here in world 302. This is a very AFK method. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like I was clicking maybe once every 20 or 25 minutes just on this pump just to continue getting XP, because you do occasionally stop. And it's also important to note that in order to receive XP while pumping, the blast furnace does have to be filled with coke. If it's not filled with any coke, then the XP will be halted. Usually there's always someone here refueling the stove, though. This is an example of it on screen here. This is how you do it. It's also a very AFK method, and you don't really have to worry about someone not being here. I mean, I've been here doing this method for quite a few months now, and there's always someone to fill up the stove. Well, before we continue with today's video, I just want to remind you guys that we are sponsored by IronSideComputers.com, and they just released another limited edition build, none other than the Juice Box, now available in 6 flavors. You guys remember a few months ago I was telling you guys about the Milk Box? Well, check out this build. This is the Juice Box, very similar to the Milk Box, but a lot of people have been requesting this PC. Get ready to be juiced up, freshly squeezed, and so much more in between. I mean, the Black Cherry is actually my personal favorite out of this collection, and it is available until December 1st. If you check out the link in the description and click that link, you will be given access to a special discount code which will save you on shipping. It's no more that we have one set code. You now have a link that can activate itself in front of you, and it'll give you your own code to use at checkout. Well, that's all I wanted to tell you guys about today. Big shout out to IronSideComputers.com, been a great sponsor of the channel for close to 10 years now. Time just flies. With all that being said, let's get back into today's video. All right, here we are at the blast furnace pump. Yes, indeed. You know, doing a 10-hour video here was just too easy, so that's why I wanted to add a 0 to that title and make it 100. So I hope you guys enjoy the video today. We are starting this video at 40 attack, 35 strength, and 26 HP. Pretty strange stats, not to mention we also have 72 range and 99 magic. This is actually going to be a free-to-play PKing account. That's right. We are going to stay 40 attack, and essentially I'm just going to work my way up probably towards about 90 strength and then 90 range. And after that, I'll work on getting my hit points up a little bit, and then I'll probably just transition into free-to-play, and you guys will see some free-to-play PKing in the, I would say, probably far future from this account. I'm no stranger to the blast furnace pump, although this was my first time actually loading up the oven with coke, and I found that to be enjoyable for about an hour, and then I never did it again because, yeah, it's not for me. Pumping is much more laid back, what can I say? But it was nice to get 40 strength, and by the end of this video, 100 hours of pumping, we should be well over 70 strength. And while AFKing the pump and also on the main account, I was on many other accounts splashing. I got 94 magic there. I was working on a long-term loot video actually at Aberrant Specters on this account here, so yeah, I figured I'd take a break and do some splashing. Here we are sitting at 50 strength for a video that covers 100 hours worth of time. I really just kind of turned on the recorder whenever I would get some levels. It would be in a couple levels here and there, maybe 5, maybe 4, maybe more, maybe less. I found out about this method. Well, I mean, I've always known about this method of training strength, but I personally started doing it about 6 months ago. I had a 4-month stint stay here on one of my other accounts, and once I got 91 strength, I sort of started pumping on this account, and I don't have to pump on my other account for quite a few more months because he's kind of doing different things right now. So this one is relatively new here. He's only been here about, from what I would notice, I'd say about 105 hours now. Overall, kind of did 100 hours in this video and then probably another 5 hours since then. I'm actually pumping as I'm speaking, as I'm doing this voiceover. So there we have 65 strength coming in. Very nice to see. That's about the 40-hour point, if I recall. And yeah, just about 60 hours left to go. Should be getting there in no time. Not a lot of footage for this one, as you can imagine, but nevertheless, I do want to point this method out just because maybe someone out there wants to make a unique account, and this is really how you go about getting a pretty well-established Obsidian Mauler or a low account when we're talking about combat level, very low combat level, but maximizing that strength level and having minimal HP with it. And that's kind of a downside, but again, the upside is that you hit so much higher and you're so much of a lower level with such high strength. Oh, there's 92 magic on my free-to-play splasher. We will take that, and here comes 72 strength on the free-to-play PKer. That's right, I have two accounts that are destined for free-to-play. More like too much time on my hands, but yeah, I'll take another strength level from that, and as you can see at the bottom left, we managed to keep the XP intact the whole time, even despite so many different game updates. Yeah, just kind of kept it there, and as you can see, we're at 1 million XP overall gained. XP per hour, 12.1k down to 12k, down to 11.9. It just depends on how many people are, you know, paying attention to refueling the stove, and like I said before, in 100 hours, I can't think of a single time where no one was filling up that stove. When that does occur, you're going to notice because you're just going to all of a sudden stop getting XP, but don't overthink it. There will be someone there eventually. I think there's even a Discord community for this. I could be wrong. I haven't really talked to the guys here that much. I have spoken to them a few times, and they're very friendly. The people that have been here for months and even years. I had a friend of mine actually tell me the other day that he was filling up his stove for close to 6 months straight, and he just did it for the, you know, just to do it, just to help out the guys here. A long time ago, I actually thought that people did that for tips, you know, like you would tip the person who fills up the stove so that you can continue to get XP. I've tipped them before, but apparently this isn't that popular to do. So yeah, I don't think you're going to make any good money if you decide to come fill up this stove, but fear not, there's a lot of people that seem to be pretty active on doing that, and that just makes this activity for gaining strength XP possible. So big shout out to the people filling up that stove, and a big shout out to the community that is here, always getting strength XP on the daily. With that being said, let's wrap up 100 hours of pumping. Alright, so starting at the bare minimum of 30 strength, we have gained 1.2 million strength XP in 100 hours, at max XP rate getting 12k XP an hour, and I am now 75 strength. If you ever want to do this method, check out World 302 Blast Furnace. Very minimal and easy requirements in order to start this, and it is amazing, and it's very AFK, and we all love AFK. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. Here's the overall strength XP shown on RuneLite. It's not a loot tracker this time, it is an XP tracker. And with that being said, thank you so much to the YouTube channel members, with a special shout out to Daydog Gaming, the Mr. Borgia 2, X Exotic X, Deception Z, and Gentle Jester. Till next time, Mr. No Sleep out.